Hey everyone, it's Ashley from Books from Black to Basically Amazing, and I'm doing an IMM vlog again today. And this one is going to be really long because it's, if you've noticed, I've been really lazy the last couple weeks and I haven't done it in my mailbox for 2 weeks. So this is 2.5 weeks worth of books, and in the future I'm going to remember that if I'm going to keep doing in my mailbox posts consistently, I should not hold off and wait when I have big boxes of books every week coming to me, because then it makes for a really long video. So I'm just going to start, and there's going to be a period in the middle where I kind of spaz out a little bit, and I'm trying really hard to contain it because I've been doing excited little gay things all day, so just be aware of that. So to start with, I will show you the books that I got for review. And first I got Breadcrumbs by Anne Ursu. I think I'm saying that right. And it's a retelling of The Snow Queen, and it's a middle grade novel, and it's just super cute. I really liked it, and I reviewed it a week ago maybe, just a couple days after I got it. I was very excited for it. So, and I also have an excerpt post and stuff that you can see of that too. So thank you very much to Walden Pond Press. That was a very exciting thing to get in my mailbox. And then I also got The Beginning of After by Jennifer Castle, which I'm super excited about. It's exactly the kind of book that I love to read. It's one of those just real, it sounds like one of those books that just really makes your heart hurt, and I don't know why, but I really am drawn to that kind of book, and so I'm really excited to read this one. And I actually asked for this one. I contacted the publicist, and he was super great, super awesome to work with, and so I'm excited for that. And because he is super awesome, he actually sent me a couple other books as well, just because he thought that I might like them. And so the first one is Dark Eden by Patrick Carman, and I'm really excited for this one because I graduated with my degree in psychology, and so anytime a book is billed as psychological or psychologically thrilling, or talks about, has interesting psychological aspects, I'm always like, ooh, interested. And this one, it's about a bunch of kids with phobias, and they're sent to an institution meant to help you deal with that, basically by fear immersion. And apparently there's something real hinky going on in the facility, and so it sounds like it should be really super awesome creepy. So I'm excited for that one. And then I don't know how I feel about this one, to be honest. It's The Power of Six by Pittacus Lore, and I know that there's a lot of people who are really excited for this book and who really want to read it and everything, but I haven't read I Am Number 4, which is the previous book in this series, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not actually that interested in reading the books in the series. I didn't seek out I Am Number 4 on purpose because I didn't like all of the controversy surrounding it, didn't really want to deal with it, and because alien books are just not my thing. I like a few of them, but it's a genre that I'm really new to, and so I'm kind of a little wary of it. And so I might try and find I Am Number 4. I kind of feel bad having a book that they sent to me that I don't intend to review, or intend to read. So if I don't decide to, it comes out in September, so if I don't decide to find I Am Number 4 within the next couple of weeks, or maybe a month, maybe I'll give myself till September. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll give myself through part of August to see. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But anyway, we'll see. So you may be seeing a review of this, you might not. But I very much still appreciate it. And then the last book that I got for review, I also reviewed this already. Y'all probably saw my post, and I did not like it. It's The Kid by Sapphire, who also wrote Push, and I'll link my do not finish review below because I couldn't do it. And this is one of maybe 5 books in my entire life that I've not finished. So that's how bad I thought this book was, and I'm really sorry. So anyway, on to books that are much more happy making. So back in, well, I'll get to that in a minute. So I got a few random acts of kindness these last couple weeks, and the first one was from Jolie at Acting Up with Books, and she sent me Anna and the French Kiss, which I was so excited about because I just loved this book. It was so super cute. But the funny thing is I've been putting off buying this book for a really long time. I don't know why, just because, I hadn't really gotten to it. So I finally decided to buy it, and I had forgotten that, and so it came the same week that this one did. And so I'm still really excited. I still did a little happy dance when I opened it, but because I now have 2 copies, I actually put one up in the giveaway that I did for the readathon the other week, and one of the girls picked it. So someone else will get to enjoy this also. But still, thank you so much, Jolie, very excited for that. And then Shannon at Books Devoured, she didn't even tell me she was sending me anything, but I got a package in the mail, and I was like, this is not a book, what is this? And it's The Born Supremacy, and I love these movies. I'm such not a girl when it comes to movies. I'm into the blow 'em up, shoot 'em up, action, death, whatever movies, and so I was very excited, and she included a little note that said, you know, fellow Matt Damon lover kind of thing, so that was very exciting for me. And then the last, this big one that I got, so Lindsay over at Books, Sweets, and Other Treats, and I have, sorry, my hair's driving me crazy, have talked for a while and stuff, and she called me one day and asked if I wanted some of the books that she got at BEA, if I wanted to have a couple copies and read them, and I was like, wow, really? Thanks so much, that's awesome. And she told me 3 or 4 of the titles, I think, and then when I got the box, I was like, wow, Lindsay, that is a really big box for 4 books. And as you can see, it was not 4 books, it was 9 books, because Lindsay is just awesome. So she sent me Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which is by Laini Taylor, which sounds really cool, and one of my blogger friends, Anna at Squeaky Books, said she really liked this one, like loved it, so I'm excited to read that one. And then I also got The Rivals, which is the sequel to The Mockingbirds by Daisy Whitney, and I haven't read The Mockingbirds yet, but I have a copy of it sitting waiting to be read, and so I'm really excited for that one because it just sounds really good. And then I also got Forever by Maggie Stiefvater, and I think that's how you say her last name. Sorry if it's not. And it's signed, which is awesome. And then she sent me some fun swaggy stuff with it too. And then I got Going Underground by Susan Vaught, and this one sounds really interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to reading that one. And then these other ones, I haven't actually heard of any of them, but they sound kind of cool, kind of interesting. This one is In Darkness by Nick Lake. This is Just My Type by Simon Garfield, and it just sounds like it's a fun, kind of interesting book talking about fonts and stuff. This is Falling Together by Marissa De Los Santos. Selected Short Stories and Other Methods of Time Travel by David Goodberg. And, oh, let me take the notes off the front. And this one is The Apothecary by Mail Meloy. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But there's her name, or his name, the name, so you can see. So I'm very excited to start reading some of these and check out those books. So thank you, Lindsay. You are amazing. And then I also got a cute little letter from Cindy over at Dog-Eared and Bookmarked. She sent me a cute little note as a thank you because I sent her a book. We were talking on Twitter about it, and I was like, I have an extra copy, do you want it? And she was like, yes, and I sent her a little note with it, so she sent me one back, which I was like, thanks. And then I'll kind of jump around. Sorry, I'm like twisting all over the place, but I'll jump around a little bit. Here, I got A Random Act of Kindness again, and it also came with some books that I traded for. So Jacinda over at The Reading Housewives also sent me a copy of Forbidden, yeah, by Tabitha Suzuma, and it's one of those books that just, it's real controversial and everything, but it sounds really interesting, and so I'm excited to read that. She said she really liked it. And then she also had a bunch of books listed for trade, so I grabbed a few from her, and they came in the same box, and I got John Belushi is Dead by Kathy Charles. And part of the reason that I wanted this book is because if you see right there, I don't know how to say her last name, I'm terrible, I'm sorry, but Stephanie Kunert blurbed this book, and I loved Ballads of Suburbia, and so I was like, hey, she blurbed that, I want it, so I got it. And I also, because I love ballads, I also got I Want to Be Your Joey Ramone, which is Stephanie's debut novel. So I'm really excited to read that, really excited to see how I feel about it. Anyway, but back into the books that I traded for, I also got Dairy Queen by Catherine Gilbert Murdoch, and it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizini, which, if I remember right, is about depression, and again, the whole psychological thing, very interested in that. And then Forget Her Nots by Amy Brickount White. And I've heard good things about this one too, so I'm kind of interested in that. And then in the box where I bought I Want to Be Your Joey Ramone, I also got Audrey Waite by Robin Benway, and I read this one, I checked it out from the library a couple weeks ago, and oh my goodness, it's one of the funniest books I think I've ever read, so I had to purchase that. And then I also, as I showed you before, got a copy of Chasing Redbird, and then, oh sorry, my allergies are acting up. My cousin lives in the same town as I do, and one of her favorite authors is Lisa Mangum, and she was actually coming to the town that I live in, which is like unheard of because my town is itty bitty teeny tiny and nobody ever comes here. But she came and she wrote, it's a trilogy, but the first one is called The Hourglass Door, and then I want to say that it follows up with The Golden Spiral and The Forgotten Locket, came with a bookmark. Anyway, and so I took it, and the signing was on Friday, so I got my book signed, and so that was fun. I'm excited to read them and to see what I think about it. And then I also got a copy of Chasing Redbird by Sharon Creech, which is one of my favorite books of all time. I love Sharon Creech. She's just amazing. She's one of my favorite authors from childhood, and so it was really exciting to find a hardcover copy of that, because I feel like her books are really hard to find in hardcover, so that was an exciting thing. And then these last few books are things that I won, and I got this from Back of the Book Reviews, which was fun. They did a readathon over the 4th of July weekend, and then Angela at Reading Angel sent me a little packet of swag because I participated in the Once Upon a Time readathon. And then I won a contest from Rachel over at Fiction for a signed copy of Witches of East End, and she sent me a cute little note and some bookmarks and stuff, and it is signed as well, which is fun. And then, so I guess this is the end, not the middle, but this is what I've been freaking out about all day long and why I'm like total spaz and everything. So Nancy over at Amusing Reviews had a contest on her blog for a signed set of books, complete set of all of the books that this author has written, and I entered thinking not, never a chance in a million years, but oh my gosh, I would die. And then I got an email a couple days ago that was like, congratulations, and I was like, oh my gosh, like freaking out. It was a little bit embarrassing. And then the package came today, and I was like freaking out, and I was over at my parents' house a little bit later. I was talking on Twitter, basically like exploding about how excited I was, and I was making all these weird noises, and my dad was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just really excited and really happy, and I will show you why. And I'm like so insanely giddy, and it's like ridiculous, and I'm really glad that I don't actually get embarrassed because this would totally embarrass me. But I've been petting these books all day. So Lisa Schroeder, if you guys talk to me on Twitter at all, I love Lisa Schroeder, and I think that she is one of the most masterful writers of verse, like, in existence. And I started with The Day Before, which is her newest release, and I'll show you the pretty, because, it's signed, and look, see, yay, it's signed, and see, wrong side, right there, she signs it with a heart, and I think that's really cute. But anyway, so, Fate, loved it. Oh my gosh, I gushed and gushed, and I started talking to some people who didn't really read verse novels and were like, verse isn't for me, it's no cool, whatever, blah. And I was like, dude, no, read this, you will change your mind, I promise. And so I've talked to at least 2 people in the last, 2 weeks who, the other one that I recommend, because it's the only other one that I've read, is I Heart You, You Haunt Me. And I've gotten a couple people to read these, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally a fan of verse now. And I'm like, yeah, So Lisa Schroeder is who I recommend. If you have not read any verse novels yet, go pick up one of her books now. You can read I Heart You, You Haunt Me, or the companion novel that I'm pretty sure you can read on its own, which is Chasing Brooklyn, and I haven't read that yet. And then there's Far From You, also have not read yet, which will be remedied very quickly because now I have them, and even though I have a million review books, they're all written in verse, and so they're short, and the pages read fast. So I'm going to put aside the books that I'm supposed to be reading for the books that I want to be reading, because I can do that. And then I also got a copy of It's Raining Cupcakes, which is her middle grade novel, and it's not written in verse, it's written in the standard prose style, but I think it looks really cute, and so I'm excited to read that one too, and it's short, so it's probably also going to get pushed ahead of all of the other books that I'm supposed to read, because she's like my rock star right now. So, those are all the books that I got this week, and I'm, just... Well, actually, not this week. These last, 3 weeks. But anyway, so that's what I got. And yeah, I'm really happy, really excited. So, see you guys later.